All right, Bennet, let's check out one of your stubby slalom runs from last Friday. We'll watch it in regular motion and slow it down.
I show you that.
All right, some good turns in there, and let's see, how can we make them better? Well, you know, it's easier said than done, but we have to start looking to carve the top of the turn when it's on the steeper side. And this wasn't terribly steep, but you would come through here on this little pitch and pop really high here, a lot of up unweighting, and then get really light and skid the skis down and kind of slide past the gate, come through, and again stand up kind of tall there and toss them sideways and skid down below the gate. So you're a good skier. Let's try to carve the top of the turn more. But in order to do that, we can't be popping up. We don't need as much up unweighting. We actually use what we call retraction, which is sort of almost down unweighting, using our legs to kind of get our skis from one side of us to the other without standing up tall. Almost looks like you're sitting down in the transition, but we're not sitting down in the back seat. Number two, let's keep those hands up. You kind of bend over at the waist, so let's not bend over at the waist. Keep the hands up. Keep the elbows in front of the body. You tend to put your elbows by your sides there. So elbows forward. And I think you can really carve more of the top of the turn than all this. So here you did try to carve the top of the turn, but you really didn't give yourself much room above. I mean, you're right on that stubby and gonna hit it, going way too direct, too straight at it. You're going to hit here and then turn, and kind of fell to the inside there. So, we got to give ourselves, when it's steeper and offset, we have to give ourselves enough room in the rise line. Rise line, that imaginary line drawn straight up from the gate. We want to intersect rise line with our skis pointing out and away from the pole, so we can bring turn shape back and finish the turn with direction done right on the gate and hit the stubby then. Clearly you didn't give yourself any room above, and therefore the turn is below the gate. Kind of got yourself a little in the back seat here. Trying, just we weren't ready at all for this one, obviously, because you're in the back seat. So again, we stood up really tall here, so really light. We're light right now. We want to be pressuring the ski when we intersect rise line through fall line. So we're looking to pressure right about now, and you're up tall, light. Your pressure is, well, there really wasn't much pressure there, but looking at this one, we're looking to pressure right now, because you're in rise line. Obviously, because you're skidding turn, your skis are pointing down the hill. We want your skis pointed out this way right now, so you can bring turn shape back. But we want to be pressuring right now, and your pressure is going to be right about now. You're like after your skis after fall line, and we're looking to pressure from rise line, like right there through here. So can't stand up tall, don't pop up in between the gates. In other words, back to where we were. That was a pretty good turn here. Here you came through, now it's getting flatter, so it's understandable. You rolled them up. You gave yourself more room above the stubby in the rise line. You rolled them up. Your skis are pointing out and away from the stubby. and you brought turn shape back. That's a good looking turn. Great turn. You know, pretty good there too. Went a little too straight at it because most of your turn is sort of below the gate here. Good looking turn there. So when it flattens out, you're willing to carve top of turn, which is understandable. That's easier. But you're a good little skier. Let's try. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. You blow out of the course. So this weekend, when you're training Stubbie slalom, try to roll up and carve the top of the turn without popping up in between. And keep those hands and arms out in front of you, elbows in front of the body. Right? And on occasion, you went a little too straight. So give yourself that room above in order to bring turn shape back to the pole. You want to pass that Stubbie with completion. With your turn completed, heading off to the next area where you want to turn, and you're going to be shinning that Stubbie at the end of your turn. All right, give it a try.